We're going to do some adding and subtracting of polynomials. So to start with, let's describe what we mean by combining like terms. For example, suppose I said you had 2x cubed and you were adding 3x cubed. I think of x cubed like a molecule. So it's a molecule that's 3 x's. And 2x cubed means I have 2 of them, 2 of these molecules. And then I'm putting together with those 3x cubed. So I have 3 of these molecules. So 3x cubed, 3 of them. What combining like terms is really doing, it's having you count. How many of those do I have? Well, they're all the same. I have 2 of these and 3 of these, so altogether I have 5x cubes, 5 of the same. However, if I said 2x cubed plus 3x squared, in this example I have a molecule x cubed, and I've got 2 of those. So I've counted 2 of those molecules. But 3x squared is a molecule of 2 x's. I've got 3 of those. Well, these are not the same. Counting, the x cubed molecules are not the same. So the best I can do with this is to just write it as itself. 2x cubed plus 3x squared. They're different terms, so they can't be combined. Another example, suppose I had 3x squared y cubed, and I wanted to add to that 2x cubed y squared. Without writing all of these up, although the degree of these terms are the same, it's 5, these are 3 of XX Y, Y, Y molecules, and they are different than X, 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 Y, Y molecules. They're different, so we can't count them as the same. So this just gets written as the way it was given. They can't be combined. Now we're ready. Once we understand about combining the like terms, we're now ready to do some adding and subtracting. So for example, suppose I ask you to add the polynomial 4x cubed minus 2x squared plus 5x minus 6, and I want you to add to that negative 3x squared minus x cubed plus 2x minus 3. So because I'm adding, I'm going to line these up. So I have a 4x cubed, and I see here I have a negative x cubed. So I'm going to put it here, negative x cubed. Then I have a negative 2x squared, and I have a negative 3x squared. So I'm going to put the negative 3x squared here. Now I have a 5x and a 2x. So I'm going to put the 2x here. And finally I have a negative 6 and I have a negative 3. So I put the negative 3 here. And now I'm ready to actually combine those like terms. I have 4x cubed minus 1x. It's understood to be a 1 in front. Minus 1x cubed is 3x cubed. Negative 2x squared and negative 3x squared is negative 5x squared. 5x and 2x is 7x. Negative 6 and negative 3 is negative 9. And I've written this in descending order. Okay, we'll do another one. This is with 2 different variables. So suppose I said 3a squared b squared minus 2ab squared plus 4ab minus 5a. And I'm adding to that 6ab minus 4a squared b squared plus 3a squared b minus 2a. Without worrying about descending order at first, I'm going to go through, and I see that I have a 3a squared b squared and a negative 4a squared b squared. Then I look, I have a negative 2ab squared, but I look here and I don't have another one. So I have to keep that by itself. But I've got a 4ab, and over here I've got a 6ab. So I'm going to put the plus 6ab. And now I've got a negative 5a and I've got a negative 2a. So writing this out, 3a squared b squared minus 4a squared b squared, or 3 and negative 4, is negative a squared b squared. I don't have anything to add or subtract here, so I have negative 2ab squared. 4ab and 6ab is 10ab. Negative 5a and negative 2a, negative 7a. But I can't forget that one that didn't get combined, so I have plus 3a squared b. Now it's not in descending order yet, and that's going to be our last step. We'll go to the next page so you can see. For descending order, this, because it's an a squared, is going to go right here after the a squared b squared term. Final answer would be negative a squared b squared plus 3a squared b minus 2ab squared plus 10ab minus 7a, and that would be in descending order. Now we're ready to do subtraction. So we're going to subtract polynomials. First one we're going to do, suppose I tell you, you have the polynomial 4x cubed minus 2x squared minus 5x minus 3, and you're going to subtract x cubed minus 4x squared plus 6x plus 1. First thing we have to think about with subtraction, this is really like a negative 1, and we're going to have to distribute it through to each term here. So this problem is I can get rid of the parentheses in the first one, 4x cubed minus 2x squared minus 5x minus 3. And then I distribute negative 1 times x cubed, negative x cubed. Negative 1 times negative 4x squared plus 4x squared. Negative 1 times 6x minus 6x. Negative 1 times negative 1 minus 1. We're now ready to combine those like terms. 4x cubed and negative x cubed is 3x cubed. Negative 2x squared and positive 4x squared is positive 2x squared. Negative 5x and negative 6x, negative 11x, negative 3, and negative 1, negative 4. And a last subtraction problem is one where I say from the polynomial 4x to the fourth minus 3x cubed plus 2x squared minus 1, subtract the polynomial 1 minus 8x minus 3x to the fourth. So this one has to be written as something minus something. So from is the first, it's what you're starting with, so think first, and we put in 4x to the fourth minus 3x cubed plus 2x squared minus 1. And from that, we're subtracting 1 minus 8x minus 3x to the fourth. So we know this is a negative 1, so it's going to be distributed. We get rid of the first parentheses. It's 4x to the fourth minus 3x cubed plus 2x squared minus 1. Now we distribute through. There we get a negative 1. Negative times a negative plus 8x, negative times a negative plus 3x to the fourth. Working this out in descending order, we get 4x to the fourth and 3x to the fourth, 7x to the fourth. Negative 3x to the third, we have none here, so we just put that. We've got a 2x squared, nothing here. So 2x squared. Now, by descending order, we need an x, so we have to put the 8x. And now we've got negative 1 and negative 1, negative 2.